All right, everybody. Well, thank you for calling in for our PJ's Uncorked virtual health and wellness party. My name is Lauren, and I'm super excited to be here with my dear friend Laura Lori. And cheers, you guys. Hopefully, somebody has a glass of wine or Prosecco and you're cozy. And I know it doesn't really look like I'm in pajamas, but it's kind of funny. Not that I want you guys to stare at my chest, but this is a shirt from my old assistant and good friend Lori Rizzo, and it says, espresso before Prosecco, and that's really kind of my motto on most days. So I figured it'd be somewhat appropriate for this call. But Laura and I wanted to hop on here to not only share just a little bit about our stories with you and how we came to fall in love with Isogenics, but also just a little bit about the company you get to partner with, a little bit of the education on how these systems work, a little bit on how to get on the Eat for Free program, because that's one of my favorites, is that you do not have to look at nutrition as disposable income. And then really end it with talking about our summer shred and just this program we're about to launch 2 weeks from today and what's in store for you and your friends and your family. And I'll just tell you, pay attention, because those of you that are watching live, if we decide to quiz you a little bit, we're going to do some fun giveaways like Starbucks gift cards and Amazon gift cards. And then for anybody who actually hops in and gets started tonight, we've got some extra goodies in store for you. So I'd like to just open up and tell you a little bit about my story, a little bit about how Isogenics came into my life and why almost 5 years later, I scream about it from the rooftops. I talk about it all day long, and I'm more obsessed with it today than I was then. And 5 years ago in September, so 4 years, 10 months, or whatever we're at, I was a completely overwhelmed, overworked, underpaid, burnt out, fed up, exhausted nutritionist, personal trainer, and fitness professional. I had very conveniently got myself in near 100 grand in debt. A lot of that was student loans because I have 2 bachelors and 2 masters. And in that process of going to school forever and ever and ever, I used credit cards in a very poor manner. And then I wound up in professions that were low paying. So no matter how hard I worked or how smart I thought I was, at the end of the day, I was pretty much taking home $12 to $15 an hour. So I was working 80 to 100 hours a week. I was a personal trainer. I taught group fitness classes. I was building my nutrition practice. I was contracted in a doctor's office. I ran boot camps. I worked in a restaurant. I cocktailed. I catered. I mean, anything that you can imagine I did, and really on a daily basis, and absolutely a weekly basis. I tell people I worked more jobs in a day than some people have worked in their life. Every day, every week was like 80 to 100 hours. And in the process, I learned about a lot of network marketing companies, and I was learning about a lot of home-based businesses, either from my clients who would come in and say, hey, my neighbor gave me this. Like, what do you think about it? I was like, where'd you get that? Because at the time I was familiar with things that would be sold retail at Whole Foods or Sprouts or Vitamin Cottage or something of that sort, GNC. Or I was familiar with what's called nutraceuticals. It was what was for practitioners. You had to be a licensed holistic healer in order to represent those supplement companies. So when I would see Shakeology or Herbalife or Advocare, I didn't know where it was even coming from. But I could look at a label and tell people, like, yes, that's a good choice, or no, that's not a good choice, just like anything else. I also started to learn about home-based businesses and network marketing because I had a lot of clients who were building home-based businesses. They were looking for supplemental and residual income. And they would say, hey, Lauren, I'm having this party on Thursday and you should come. Or, Lauren, come to my thing on Saturday morning. And I like to do business with those that do business with me. And I wanted to support them. They were clients of mine. And so I said, sure, I'll come to your thing. And I never left wanting to do it. Like, I was happy to support them, but I never walked out of there like, I'm going to sell knives for the rest of my life. Or I can't wait to call all of my friends and tell them about this mascara to buy. It just wasn't my thing. Like Tupperware. Like, I swore I was never having Tupperware parties. We do PJs and wine parties. I don't want to have a Tupperware party. And so I really was not interested in network marketing for the products or the business. And in September of 2013, my life went upside down. And while I knew I was burnt out, I knew I was looking for something. Isogenics found me. I actually didn't find it. I went through a series of major life events. I hit my version of rock bottom. And I ended up moving into a brand new apartment with a broken heart and a broke bank account, and with $17 to my name, was introduced to Isogenics. And I remember having this overwhelming feeling that if something's going to change, something's going to change. And that if it's going to be up to me, it's going to be up to me. And I started looking at the company, and Laura is going to do a really good job here of going through the products for you. But what I knew is I could get behind them. There were certain standards and there were certain ingredient criteria, and there were certain things that I said, okay, like as a nutritionist, I can do this. And if I was willing to do it, I could recommend it. And I knew I was in an industry that I loved helping people, that I figured I could help more people. I wasn't going to be in this standalone 10 by 10 box of an office, exchanging time for money, seeing people in a certain zip code. I caught the vision and this idea that I could help people across the country or across the globe. And I decided to say yes. And I will tell you that I did come for the opportunity. Most people come for the products. We're a product-based company. We are a solutions that transform lives company. But I did come for the opportunity. Where I was in my life, I wanted something more. I wanted to dream bigger. I wanted to get out of the debt. I didn't want to exchange time for money. I wanted to partner with other people. I was burnt out from being a solopreneur. And I'm going to tell you, some things about the company history as well after Laura shares her story. But I want to tell you that even though I came for the business, I have stayed for the products. If I never made a penny with this company again, I would use Isagenix every single day. Like, I am absolutely obsessed with this nutrition. I tell people I have not been sick in 5 years. I have more energy now than I did in my early 20s. I mean, I wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. every single day. I go all throughout the day. I recover from my workouts. I run faster. I cycle harder. I have more mental clarity. My skin is better. My health, my hair is shinier. My pants are smaller. I mean, there's so many things, and it happened right away. I mean, we pride ourselves in having measurable results within the first week, the first 5 to 7 days. And so all around, this company has transformed my life physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. There are people on this call, every single one of them except for one, I think, that I would not have known without Isagenix, because someone that knew someone that knew someone, my whole network of people, my friends, my colleagues, my clients, my peers has totally changed. So I just thank you guys for giving us a little bit of time on your Monday night. So Laura, I'm going to turn it over to you to kind of share your story and let them hear from you a little bit.
Every time I hear your story, I get re-inspired all over again, because I know what this opportunity, not just what the products have done, because you look amazing, but what this opportunity has done for you. So it just gets me fired up to talk to more people about what we have. So my story is not that similar to Lauren's, other than we both had amazing product experiences, and the opportunity side of this has really radically changed what our lives look like. So in March of 2014, I was a exhausted mom of two, wife. I was working a full-time career in HR. I had a part-time job. Actually, I had 2 part-time jobs because my real passion was always around health and wellness and nutrition. It was not around HR, but HR was paying the bills. So I pursued my HR career. And it was not particularly fulfilling, but it definitely served a really valuable purpose. So at that particular time in 2014, I was doing 2 part-time gigs in the health and wellness arena and a full-time gig in HR with 2 kids. I pretty much worked 6 or 7 days a week. And I was exhausted. I had horrible brain fog. I was bloated, puffy, felt horrible in my skin, couldn't button up my pants. I'd sleep 8 hours, I'd wake up, I'd drag my butt out of bed, and I was still exhausted. Now, mind you, I'm eating a really clean whole food diet, gluten-free, dairy-free, had done Whole30 juice cleanses, you name everything you could think of from a whole food perspective, and still was exhausted and puffy and bloated and tired. So I wasn't living on McDonald's, I promise. I was eating really clean and working out. And it was my recruiter who worked for me, who lived in Colorado, who called me one day and asked me if I'd ever heard of Isagenix. So I took a look and I jumped in with both feet immediately. And I was just blown away. Day 7, I woke up out of bed. It was after my second cleanse day. I'll never forget it. And the brain fog had been lifted. And it was like somebody reached down inside me and turned my light switch back on. I felt incredible, absolutely incredible. And the journey just progressed from there. I wound up over the course of the next few months losing 25 pounds and 38.5 inches of puff and fluff off my body. And I'm one of those people that if I have a great experience, you can't shut me up. right? I'm almost to the point, like I'm a little annoying. Like I went to this great restaurant, so everyone has to go. And I saw a movie, everyone has to see the movie. Well, I put this magical stuff in my body and I felt incredible. And I told everyone. The day I had gotten started on Isogenics, if someone would have said to me, hey, there's this really great opportunity for you, I probably would have hung up. I was already overworked, exhausted, and trying to figure out how to get through each day. But what I found out pretty quickly through the sharing process, because in my mind, that's all I was doing was sharing these amazing products with people, I started getting paid and I perked up and I realized what I was involved in. It was a network marketing company, and all my girlfriends had been doing other network marketing things in jewelry and makeup and handbags and Tupperware and you name it. And I had poo-pooed it all. But Isogenics came into my life. And I realized that I had a gift that I could share with people that would truly transform their health, their life, and help them show up in this world better people. And I just got to work and got busy. And now here I am, you know, over 4 years later, partnered with some of the most amazing, incredible human beings, energy through the roof, turning 50 pretty soon, and I feel 30. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just been an incredible process and experience. And I'm so grateful you are all on listening, just to hear what this is all about and what we do. So thanks for letting me share that, Lauren. I think you're going to jump back and tell us a little bit more about the company.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love your story too. And I can't believe that you're about to be 50 and I'm about to be 35. And I'm like, the time is just going faster, but I do feel we have that like reverse aging thing going on. And I'll just share with you guys, my mom actually texted me this morning and she's like, I can't believe my baby girl is about to be 35. And I said, well, you're about to be 66. And she said, and I feel better than when I was 35. And it was like, I just wanted to screenshot the text message because I think about like my mom, who's this epitome of like fountain of youth and just her mobility and her energy and where she was 5 years ago. And she was the first person I told about Isogenics and who she is today and who she shows up as. It's just so inspiring for what's available for all of us. So you guys, I want to just briefly share with you about the company. In addition to my fears and my skepticism of any supplement company, and you hear about things being recalled or they're not tested or they're not pure, you're like, well, one person says I should do this, one person says I should do this, what's the difference? I had reservations about the company. You know, I was like, oh, I'm going to fall in love with this company and then it's going to fold. Like, you know, you hear about these horror stories. And I remember when I first got started, my mentor, Janet Elo, put me on a plane and she said, you've got to go. You've got to see the headquarters because you have so much fear around this whole thing. And I did. And as soon as I landed, I was like, I am at the Willy Wonka of nutrition. I mean, I remember walking into this building and I was like immediately absorbing their energy. You could feel the culture. You could feel the community. You could feel the core values. And it like hit me like a ton of bricks that there wasn't a better company out there for me to align myself with. I mean, the mission and the vision of this company to be the largest health and wellness company in the world, you know, and to free people physically and financially from pain, and in the process create this lasting legacy. I mean, it was powerful. And our core values are things like legacy and contribution and health and wealth and family and fun. And I was like, yes. But I really dug in to the company history. And right now, we're just over 16 years old. We've done over $6 billion in sales. We've been growing the last, decade in massive momentum. This year, we're projected to do over $1 billion by 2020, doing $2 to $2.5 billion in revenue. And we share that with you because it is a testament that our products work. Like people are coming for the products and they're staying with the products. But more than the numbers, in this idea that we're now in 15 countries, I mean globally, in Australia and Canada and New Zealand and Mexico and Netherlands and Ireland and the UK and Spain and all around the world, Colombia, people are looking for Isogenics. The three founders came out of retirement as multiple millionaires, one a billionaire, to create a company built on service, built on contribution, and to really be built on impact. So John Anderson, who's our master formulator, if you guys want to look him up, he's known as the Mineral Man. The Cleanse for Life was actually created because he healed his own health. He is a type 1 diabetic. He had an infection from a brown recluse spider. And after finding this mineral supplement, basically, to really aid in his healing, He went to Jim and Kathy, who had combined 40 years in the industry. And he said, I have a vision. I have these amazing products and I want to impact the world, but I don't know how to get it out there. And Jim and Kathy, who were in retirement, and said, no, we're done with network marketing. And Jim was like the pioneer for the original shake company, Cambridge, for those of you that know that. Kathy had risen to the top of 3 different network marketing companies, all that changed the compensation plan on her. She went in one company from making 6 figures a month. They ripped out her diamond legs and said, start over. They came out and said, we're going to be the company that does it the right way. We're going to be ambassadors, not just for the network marketing profession, but ambassadors for the globe, ambassadors for how you show up, and how you do one thing is how you do everything. And this company is so fun to align with because they really will bring out the best in you. Sometimes I don't even think we realize our brokenness or the areas of unfulfillment until they are full. But the company is on the forefront with cutting edge products, cutting edge research. They're investing their profit to test our products so that with certainty everything that's on the label is what you're putting in your body. I mean, they're third party tested, they're clean, they're pure. Laura's going to go into that. But we're also on the cutting edge of doing things that are earth friendly. We're conscientious of the packaging, and we're trying to use things that are recyclable, things that are, environmentally friendly. The corporate office just switched over to wind power, and they don't allow plastic bottles in the corporate office. Everybody has their reusable, aluminum or glass water bottle. And that's just to really show you the insight of who this company is and how hard they work. And I can tell you that our founders, and from the executive leadership team at corporate down to the field, the person that got started today on their 30-day system, they are doing the do. Like, our founders are still doing events and they're still getting on calls, and not because they have to, but because they want to. I mean, they literally are the most service-oriented people that you get to partner with, you get to align with. And that's something to really share with people, because this company is not going anywhere except up. We're going to bring on new products. We're going to keep expanding globally. And there's just a huge opportunity for all of you. And I just want you to know that if you fall in love with these systems, you're never going to have to be without them, because this company is here to stay. So, Laura, I'm going to turn it back to you, and let's talk about this nutrition and why everybody needs it.
Yes. So, regardless of what your goals are, I mean, some people are looking to put on more lean muscle. Some people are looking to sleep better, age better, have more energy, right? Some people are looking for combinations of these things. Some people are really looking to release weight that has just kind of been stuck or creeping on over time. And so the beauty of Isagenix, first and foremost, is that this is not a diet. It is truly a foundation for wellness. And here's what I mean by that. We don't have restrictions. We don't have magic elixirs. There's no magic wands. It's really all about flooding your body with the nutrition that it's not getting from our food supply today. So any one of you can look and research. Google is an amazing thing, and see what the science is showing us about the nutritional deficiencies in our food. So let's just skip over the processed stuff. We all know that all the processed packaged, canned, frozen, boxed stuff is not healthy. But when you really look at our produce, our vegetables, the whole foods that we're encouraged to eat, they are nutritionally deficient. We can't get the minerals and nutrients that we need from that food anymore. So how do we fill in those missing pieces, right? And that's the macronutrient component, and then there's the micronutrient component. The things that we can't get from our food anymore or ever, like vitamin D, right? Or really high quality vitamin C. So the macro and the micronutrition, Isagenix recognizes we need to put that in the body. As soon as we do, we get lit up. We have energy. Cravings go away, right? Our body starts to feel good and alive. Like, I just got a text message. I drink these shakes. I feel like I have so much energy, right? Because the body's getting all this missing nutrition. So that's the first piece. And then the second piece is recognizing how truly toxic our world is today. And our bodies are beautifully designed with natural detoxification pathways, kidneys, liver, even sweat. Those are ways for our body to eliminate toxins. But over time and after exposure from health and beauty products, cleaning products, herbicides, pesticides, pollution in the air, I mean, I could go on and on and on. And again, you can Google, right, what our toxicity exposure is today compared to 20, 30, 40 years ago. Our bodies are inundated. What our bodies cannot naturally release, it will store in the fat cells of our body. So we need a way to naturally support those detox pathways, right? So not a colon cleanse. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a way to naturally support our body's ability to release those toxins, blood, lymphatic, cellular. And then the last piece of this, and no diet on earth ever talks about this, but it's stress and the huge impact that stress has on our bodies, right? So when cortisol levels are elevated because we're stressed out, our bodies are not functioning properly. Our adrenals become fatigued. Our metabolism is affected. So, you can restrict and cut anything out of your diet, low fat, no fat, whatever you want to do, but that's never going to address stress. It's never going to address toxicity, and it's never going to address nutritional deficiency. So that's why we say we're a foundation for wellness, because we look at those three components, and when we get those right, the body comes back into balance. So Lauren, I'm going to just take a minute and kind of run through some of our products, like what it would look like. So kind of our introductory 30-day getting started kind of system, just so you can get a feel for what that looks like and what kind of the key components are. So I have a little display next to me, which my computer's not showing, but I'm going to walk you guys through. So I was talking about those macronutrients, right, and the trace minerals that we need. And so Isagenix has brilliantly put together a shake like no other shake on the market. I tell people, this isn't the shake you're getting at Costco, folks. This is infused with trace minerals. The whey comes from happy cows in New Zealand. So it is pure, it's highly digestible, digestive enzymes added in to help with the absorption of the protein. This is where you flood your body with that amazing, amazing nutrition that we just can't get from our food, those macronutrients. So shakes, we do 2 shakes a day. You can blend it, you can mix it with water. We can replace breakfast and lunch or breakfast and dinner. And then we're gonna add in 2 snacks and a great meal. We coach you through what all of those look like. So you're gonna probably be eating more than you're accustomed to eating right now. So in addition to your shake in the morning, you'll have a natural accelerator capsule. I love these because it's herbs that are known to increase your metabolic response in the body, thermogenesis in the body. So it's things like cayenne pepper and cinnamon, green tea extract, things that help to move your metabolism. And for many of us, if we've not been eating well, we've had lots of stress in our life, our metabolism slows down. So these are just natural capsules we can take to boost that. All right, and this is the holy grail right here. This is our Ionic Supreme. This is our stress support supplement. I tell everyone this is my happy juice. This is why I'm a nicer person, so I show up in the world happier. This is adaptogenic herbs. It loves on our adrenals. It brings our body back into balance. It helps our body handle that stress response, and it will make you really, really happy. I promise. I tell everyone this will make you happy. And your spouse will be thankful that you're on it. I promise that too. So in the morning, it's a shake, it's Ionics, and it's Accelerator. And then we have a snack, and then maybe we have a second shake for lunch. And I don't want to leave these out, guys. This right here, these little complete essentials, this stuff is like gold, absolute gold. So these are vitamins. So I don't know if you're a vitamin taker or not. I was always a vitamin taker. I would tell everyone you need to take vitamins. This is the micronutrition. These are the things like vitamin D, vitamin C, CoQ10, multivitamins. These are the things that your body absolutely needs and it can't get from food. So even if you're one of those people, I eat a whole food diet, guess what? There's really no whole food that's going to give you vitamin D in a level that you need, right? So what's beautiful about this is they come in little packs. So it's like super, super convenient. There's a little pill in here called Isagenesis. That's our anti-aging supplement. It's patented, amazing science behind it. I promise you this is the reason why everybody that uses Isagenix looks so young. So if you want to look younger, reverse age, get yourself these vitamin packs. But we take those twice a day, AM, PM. Morning shake, afternoon shake is a great way to do it. And that's really what we do on what we call a shake day, okay? And then we have 1 day a week, or it could be 2 days, twice a month. We do what we call a cleanse day. So remember I was saying we support our body's natural detoxification process. that is through what we call a cleanse day. And Lauren was mentioning that our lead scientist, John Anderson, had actually formulated this cleanse. It's what brought him out of retirement and what really kicked off Isogenics. I have a canister of it here. It's called Cleanse for Life. You can get it in a liquid as well. You mix it with water. On cleanse days, we follow the concept of intermittent fasting, but it's supported, which is a beautiful piece, because most people, if they had to follow intermittent fasting and like just drink water all day long for 24 hours, they can't do it, right? Blood sugar crashes, you get nasty and hangry, and even our Ionics, our happy juice, won't help you at that point. So the beautiful thing about our cleanse is it's supported throughout the day. And people who have cleansed, and there's a couple of you on this call, can attest, because you're doing something every hour. So you'll have your cleanse drink. We give you a little schedule. You have this cleanse. This is like soap. You take it and it like soaps out all the yuck out of the blood, the cell, and the lymphatic, right? It takes fat soluble toxins, makes them water soluble, and you pee them out. No colon cleanse here. That's what this is. This is the soapy stuff that cleans out all the junk. And then the next hour, you'll have some of these little Scooby snacks here. Helps keep the blood sugar nice and even. And then probably my most favorite thing, I use them on cleanse days and anytime I need to curb a little craving. These are called Isodelights. They're chocolates. They come in some amazing flavors like sea salt caramel. Oh my gosh. But what this does is it just helps ease cravings, right? It just kind of loves on and stimulates the brain, calms it down so you don't have cravings. Perfect on cleanse days. So 1 day a week or 2 days, twice a month, you'll do a cleanse day. And that is really the system. And then the most beautiful part of what we do is the coaching and the support that you get along the way. So we can tweak, we can adjust, and we can make something perfect for you to get the results that you're looking for, whether it's more lean muscle, so you might need more calories, you might need more protein, just aging better, energy, mental clarity, better sleep. We can really customize this to fit exactly what it is that you're looking for. So that is kind of the intro 30 day.
I love it. I'm like over here Insta storying you too, because for those people that like are not able to hop on right now, I'm like videoing these and putting them right up to Instagram so even more people can find out about this amazing program. But you guys, before we wrap up talking about the summer shred and doing our giveaways, I told you in the beginning, one of the things I love about Isogenics is that you get to be on the Eat Free program, and it literally takes 2 people. So I would love all of you who are not driving to grab a piece of paper. And Jen, because I would love to invite you out if you don't mind to participate, will you just unmute and kind of walk through this with me? And we're going to just pretend like I'm getting you started. And for those of you who are not driving, you can play along. So this is really, really good to get you started with. So Jen, if you want to unmute, you guys, this is available for you, and this is also a conversation I have with every single person that gets started, because a lot of people see nutrition as expensive and why they want to buy Louis Vuitton bags and get pedicures and facials and manicures and whatever it may be. They're not really looking at their cost of food per day, and they'll see this as a sticker shock. And I'm like, okay, fine, but all those Michael Kors watches are not paying you to go have 2 of your friends get the watch, you know, and all those restaurants that Laura's sending people to are not giving her gift cards to send her people in there. And this is a company that has chosen to do word of mouth distribution. So instead of them having a retail employees and having, you know, magazine articles and radio announcements and a storefront and electricity and all that stuff, they reward us for doing what we're going to do anyways, which is share what we love. And so let's say that I've gotten Jen started on the value pack. You guys, it is our absolute best system. It's less than $18 a day. And so in addition to her 30-day system, we're going to make sure she is set up with all of her snacking needs, her protein-infused chip, those fat-burning, craving, busting chocolates, a meal replacement set of bars for if she doesn't want to have a shake. We're going to get her her canister of greens. That's the equivalent to 9 salads and 22 servings of veggies per scoop that can easily be added to the shake. And she's going to get a free blender that's way better than any NutriBullet or Ninja I've ever had. And last but not least are like Botox in a bottle, facelift in a box, reverse aging vitamins. The vitamins alone, standalone, you guys, are usually $150, and bundled together, her system is $589. That is less than $20 per day. I mean, I think about people that spend $6 or $7 a day just at Starbucks. If they grab Whole Foods sushi, that's $10 or $15. You know, going to Chipotle, $10 or $15, let alone grocery bills. I mean, the average person is spending $20 to $30 a day. So not only are you going to save money by reallocating whatever it is that you're eating out, if you're, you know, doing Starbucks and a Frappuccino and a scone in the morning, or you're hitting up fast food, or even your grocery bill, we're going to reallocate some of that into your program. But by grabbing your 2 accountability partners, what we want you to have, the research shows that you're going to have a 94% increased success rate if you've got accountability partners, and you're going to get those rebates. So Jen, I know we're getting you started on the value pack. We want you to be set up with an amazing system to have amazing, you know, lasting results. But I want you to grab 2 accountability partners. Like I did this with my mom and sister, who are 2 people that maybe have wanted to lose weight in the past, you've done a cleanse with, or you work out with, that you know would be open to doing the summer shred with you.
I would definitely say my husband.
Oh yeah.
And I would say one of my best friends, Becky.
Cool. So I love it when spouses do this together. I had a girl last night, and that's exactly what she said, is I want my husband to do it. Because, you know, husbands that, or spouses that cleanse together, stay together, right? So it's going to be your husband, Adam, and your friend, Becky. So if you could take a piece of paper and at the top, write your name and just put a circle around it, and then draw legs off to the side, kind of like legs off a stool. And we're going to have Becky on one side and Adam on the other. And up at the top left, you can just kind of keep track of things, right? You know, $600, which is roughly the cost of your value pack. We'll just round up a little bit. And then on the left side where Becky was, the referral rebate that you're going to get, the referral bonus for helping Becky get started on the same system as you, is $100. So if you above Becky can just write $100, that would be awesome. And the same for Adam, right? Adam's going to get started on the same system as you. We want him to have, you know, all the healthy aging vitamins and goodies as well. And again, the rebate for getting them started on the value pack is $100. So not only are you getting $100 from Becky and $100 from Adam, if you were to grab 2 people in the same week, so that's Monday through Sunday, Isagenix is so generous, they double those bonuses. So instead of getting $100 for Becky and $100 for Adam, you're actually going to get $200 for each. So you're already getting $400 back just from grabbing 2 accountability partners. How awesome is that?
Amazing.
Okay, so I remember just seeing this, and I was like blown away. Like, of course my mom and sister were doing this with me. But in addition to finding that $400, whenever you find your first 2 people, because technically you're promoted to the first level of leadership in our company, you earn an additional $50. So your total so far is $450 just for grabbing 2 people on the same pack as you in the same week. Now here's the thing. If Becky found out that you got that money back, she's going to be like, hello, like I want to get my products paid for. I want to be on the Eat for Free program. So let's imagine we show Becky how to grab her 2 people, right? So Becky might grab her husband and her other best friend, Molly, or she might grab 2 people she works with, or a mom and a sister. But when you have shown Becky how to get her 2 people, you've exemplified this, you've talked to her about it, you're going to earn an additional $100 for helping Becky find her 2 people. So she's going to get the same $450 as you, but now you're up an additional $100. So your total is at $550. Now, imagine if your husband's seeing that this is happening and he's like, wait, I know 2 people. I want my pack paid for. And maybe he grabs 2 guys from the gym, or 2 guys he works with, or a brother and, you know, his sister, whatever it may be. So again, Adam finds his 2 people. We all know 2 people that eat food and want to get healthy. And as a result, you're going to get an additional $100 for helping Adam find his 2 people. So now your total is $650. Jen, can you remind us all, what was the cost of your initial system?
$589.
$589. So you've already had your products paid for, plus a little extra spending money. Now, if you were to do this within 60 days, so if you get started with us tonight, and within 60 days, you grab your 2 accountability partners and help them find their 2 accountability partners, you get an additional bonus of $250. That total is $900. And I love to show people this because not only is your first month's system paid for, but next month when you're into maintenance mode, it's paid for, or you have a shopping spree already ready for you to be paid for because none of your clothes are going to fit when you get totally shrink wrapped in your sexy bag. Does that sound exciting, you guys? Like, this fires me up every time I do it. I walked this through with 6 different couples yesterday, and they're like, what? Like, are you saying this right? Like, they all think it's too good to be true. And because so many of us have experienced this, it is like my obligation, like a calling on my heart to tell you, please don't go to Whole Foods and buy a vegan protein that they're not going to give you any benefit for sending all of your friends there. We have this same thing available, and there's a way to pay it forward and get your products paid for. So I'm going to turn it back to you, Laura, because I'm fired up and I want them to know all about our summer shred, what's in store, how they can invite their friends, and the specials that we have going on this week. It's crazy.
So specials fire me up because not only can I help people get healthy, feel their best, show up in the world, better human beings, I can save them money while they do it. So that's awesome, right? And if they get accountability partners, they can get it all paid for too, which is even better. So how awesome. So we are doing a summer shred, and that's very hard for me to say. Gets stuck on my tongue. But we are doing a summer shred, and it starts July 9th, and it's 30 days. And here's the beauty. First and foremost, guys, the accountability, the camaraderie, the team that you get to be a part of that's going to love on you, cheer you on, support you, lift you up. We're going to be providing recipes, snack ideas, exercise tips. We've got some personal trainers that are really pumped to dump in some super easy and awesome workouts for you to really maximize your results. And the accountability is just amazing. And so for me, just to give you my perspective, sometimes the summer is a time where we just kind of go off the deep end, right? Like we're on vacation and barbecues and parties and all this different stuff. This summer shred is a perfect opportunity to be able to stay focused. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy vacation. It doesn't mean that you can't go to barbecues. It just means that you can do those things, pull it back with a cleanse day, jump back in with us on accountability, and make sure that you aren't, going into September or October going, holy cow, how did I gain 12 pounds, 15 pounds over the summer, right? But stay super healthy, have a really awesome summer, but still have that accountability to stay on track while you're enjoying vacation and friends and pool and beach and, all the lake and all those great things. So I am thrilled about this because I know it's what's going to keep me on track. I'm going to be traveling from the week after July 4th all the way through August. So having this to kind of hold me accountable is going to really keep me on track and feeling my very, very best. So what do we have offered? Jump in, grab 2 accountability partners. You'll have all of us to hold you accountable as well. And because this company is more generous than anything I've ever seen, not only will you get all that money back because you jumped in with friends, it is free shipping, which is incredible. That could be up to $50 in savings right there. And membership is free this week only. What does that mean? So Isagenix is like having your own online grocery store, superfood account. Just like if you have an Amazon account or you do any shopping online, it's having your own superfood nutrition store online. And it works a lot like Costco or Sam's Club or any of those places where you can get wholesale pricing through a membership. So you get like 30 to 40% below retail on all Isagenix products for 1 year. And that membership is free this week. So Isagenix is waiving it, anyone who gets started this week, and you'll have it for a whole year. So it's incredibly, incredibly generous, and you'll save 30 to 40% off of retail pricing for a year this week. So there's just no better time to do this. Just be accountable with us through the summertime, save a bunch of money, feel and look your absolute best. And I think, did I cover everything? Did I miss anything? I can't hear you, Lauren, because you're muted.
I thought I clicked it. So it's awesome. And here's the thing, you guys, we're going to get this recording up and feel free to share it. And even if our summer shred has ended, it's 6 months from now or whatever, we're always going to have something fun and fabulous going on. But this can be such a great way that you can just continue to pass on the Isagenix story and hear about our company and hear about the products and hear about the Eat for Free program, that when you've got someone that's like, I'm interested in this, like let them watch our party, you know, it's 35 minutes or whatnot for them to be able to learn about it. But for this, I know, right? Cheers. I never even poured it because I've been talking so much. But in addition to that, you know, it's like, this is a lifestyle. And I did a complete 30-day system in September of 2013. And I don't do the 30-day anymore, but I eat Isagenix every day because I don't want to yo-yo anymore. Like, I don't want to do what I used to do where I gained 20 and I lost 20 and I gained, like, I like that my pants are the same size every week, you know, and that I can go out on Sunday and have mimosas or have pancakes, or if we go out on Friday and I have mac and cheese, I'm not gaining 5 or 8 pounds. It's going to take me a month to get off. That I still work out 80% of the time. I'm doing my shakes, I'm taking my greens, I'm doing my vitamins, I'm eating salads. But if I have a bad week and I feel a little fluffy, then I can cleanse on Wednesday and just maintain. And the fact that I'm not crashing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, like constantly needing caffeine, I mean, you figure out how to make this work. And so often we want to get people started and they're like, oh, I'm going on vacation, or, oh, I've got someone's birthday, or my anniversary is coming up. And it's like, there is never going to be a perfect 30 days, ever. But you can figure out how to make this in your lifestyle. I mean, I've been in Mexico with Laura twice. We've traveled to California, to Vegas, to Missouri, to New York, to New Jersey. And it's like, we will go out and have a good time, but we do our shake in the morning and we work out. We want to just show you how to feel good, that when you're on these vacations, you don't have jet lag, or, you know, you're not getting run down, or you end up having, you know, stuff for one of the meals and not 12 of the meals, or whatever it is. We know that accountability is good, and just education, and we're going to share recipes and workouts, and it's going to be awesome. So free membership, free shipping. And for anybody who gets started by July 1st, you guys, that's on Sunday, I'm going to enter your name for a drawing of either a pina colada or strawberry cheesecake shake. And anybody who gets started tonight will get a $25 gift card to Starbucks for me. So if you guys have guests that got on here, if you guys are a guest, or you pass this on and they listen, and in the next 24 hours, get back to me, I am giving away $25 Starbucks gift cards as a little bonus, because I want you to show that we do have a lifestyle, but we're creating this urgency because we want you to just jump on board and get your sexy back. And like I said, through July 1st, anybody who says yes, we're going to enter all those names for pina colada and strawberry cheesecake. So kudos to you guys. Laura, thank you so much. Thank you guys for hopping on for our PJs and Uncorked virtual party. Please share the recording. Have a wonderful Monday, and we'll see you for our summer shred. Good night.